Hello everyone, so in this video we are going to learn how to add multiple Bigcommerce product orders to Google Sheet. So whenever you have a bulk order, which means that one order contains multiple products and you want to add all those scattered product details to your Google Sheet along with the customer details, then you can take help from this automation that we are going to learn how to create with the help of Pabbly Connect. Here we are going to integrate these two applications, Bigcommerce and Google Sheet, in such a way that as soon as the trigger new order created takes place, the action of adding a new row in the Google Sheet will happen. Let us learn how to do that. So let us learn that how you can add the multiple product orders from your Bigcommerce to your Google Sheets. So like here I have created a Google Sheet with the name Bigcommerce orders, and I have created columns for the customer name, email address, contact number, address, and the order details over here. So if there is one order, then it can be easily brought over here. All right, but if there are multiple orders, like one order is created for multiple products over here, so all those product list has to be mapped and created or collected one by one. To ease that complete process and keep a collected data over here, we are going to create this automation. Let us quickly sign in into our account so that we will reach this place where I can see all the applications provided by Pabbly, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect to create this automation. Click on Access Now, which will take me to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Reaching here, you will be able to see a big blue button on your right side where it is written Create Workflow. Click on the button and give a suitable name to your workflow. I'm going to name it as Add Multiple Bigcommerce Products to Google Sheets. Click on Create, and then a blank workflow will be created for you, like you will be able to see on your screen. You can see Trigger and Action, the two major modules of Pabbly Connect on which the complete automation runs over here. Before that, make sure you open your Bigcommerce and also your prepared Google Sheets so that you can connect both these applications to Pabbly Connect and also to make the required changes for this workflow. Now, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this, which means that Trigger is the first application where the event will take place. Here it is going to be Bigcommerce because the order will be created in Bigcommerce. Once the order is created, the Action application, which is going to be Google Sheet, will collect all the data of that specific order in these rows given over here. So let us begin with the trigger only. The trigger event is new order created. So whenever a new order is placed, a response will be received over here. For that, you have to connect Bigcommerce to Pabbly Connect so that Pabbly Connect is able to fetch the order details over here. Click on Connect and add new connection. Now for adding a new connection of Bigcommerce to Pabbly Connect, you have to provide the client ID, access token, and the store hash key. These are the instructions given over here to follow so that you can get these three IDs and key over here. Let us begin following these instructions. As I mentioned, you have to open your account and then scroll over here and go to Settings. In Settings, scroll to the end and you will find API where you have to open the store level API accounts. Here you will get all the API accounts created. Now I'm going to click on this blue button which says Create API Account. This is the token type which is not going to change, but the name will be changed. So the name over here is, I have given this name, and now you have to change the auth scopes over here as written in these instructions. So I'm going to change this content to modify, that when the content is modified, the customers are added or something, information settings, then orders, order transactions. Okay, all of these changes when take place, then this API should work. This API path should work. All right, orders are done. So the products will be modified and then the carts and checkouts as well. So I'm going to modify the ones which are required by my situation over here. And I have done the sufficient changes right here. Order fulfillment is also there. And now I will click on Save. Once you save this API, then you will get the client ID, this client secret, and the access token as well. Okay, so let us copy this client ID from here and paste it in the workflow. Similarly, get the access token and also paste this in the workflow. Now you need the store hash key. It's given over here in the help text that this is your URL and this part of the URL is actually your hash key. So I'll go back and here you will see in my URL after store till dot, I will copy this and paste it over here. Click on Save and your integration is done. Bigcommerce is connected to Pabbly Connect, and whatever order you're going to place now, when you click on Save and Send Test Request, you will receive the response. Like you click on Save and Send Test Request and it has started waiting for a response. which means that now you have to create a sample order so that you can get the details right over here. I will go back to my BigCommerce and go to my products over here. I have already added products to my cart and I will straight away go to my cart and check out with the details of my billing and shipping address. So this is my cart and here you can see I have ordered these 3 items. The quantity of these 3 items is the first one is 2 in quantity, the rest of the 2 are 1 and 1 in quantity. So like I have created this multiple product order for myself and I will click on checkout. Here it's still waiting for a response. We are doing this sample checkout right now. Let us enter the email address, continue, and enter our shipping details over here. So these are the details that I have filled over here. This is my address, my contact number and everything. It is a free shipping order. If you want to add more comments to your order, then you can do that. Otherwise, click on continue. Now the payment will be done over here. I will do the payment right now so that my order is confirmed. And once it is confirmed, I will receive a response over here. All right. And after entering all the data, I will click on place order. And see, the order number is given to me, which means my checkout is complete. So I will go back to my dashboard and here see, I have received a response. This is my store ID. This is the scope, the producer. This is the ID of hash. Data type is order. The data ID is given and the created time is in the other time format. So now we have not received the customer's data, the email address, the address where the order has to be delivered, and not even the products that are ordered over here. So we are going to use this data ID over here to get all those details. First of all, click on this plus button and choose your action application as BigCommerce. And the action event will be get order by ID. Click on connect. And now you're using BigCommerce for the second time in the workflow, which means that you are not going to use add new connection. You will keep it on select existing connection and click on save. Now it is connected and you have to enter the order ID over here. So we are going to map the order ID. We are not going to enter. Although we know that the order ID that was given to us was 104, but we are going to map it over here so that every time a new order is received over here as the trigger response, then that order ID will change and that has to be updated here as well. So rather than typing it manually, we are taking it from the response. Okay, click on save and send test request and you will receive the order details over here. And here we have the ID. So we have the date created over here. And we have the details of the customer. If you scroll down here, this is the address, name of the person, address over here, phone number and email address. So we have all the details, but what we are not going to find over here are the products. So for the products, you have to put just one more step for BigCommerce because now we are going to use that order ID to retrieve the details of the products. Choose again BigCommerce over here. And now your action event will be get product by order ID. So that one single order ID is going to be so useful. Again, connect, select existing connection and click on save. After this, enter the order ID all over again from the trigger only. This is my order ID and I will click on save and send test request. Now the action this time was get product. So I have the product ID over here. Okay, order ID, product ID, variant. So I have a very scattered data. First, I have the first product, that data related to price and total taxes and everything. You scroll down and you will find the second product over here, which is this Smith Journal. Similarly, you have all the price and tax and all the data related to that product. You scroll down and you will find the third product over here. So it is a very scattered data. You cannot map one each and every time. You want that one complete order over here, right? In one column only you have to paste. So you have to segregate this whole data. For that, close this one, deactivate the simple response and now save and send test request. And see the response now that you have received has the collective data at one single place. It might look a little jumbled up, but you have in one complete place all the data related to the order that you have created in your BigCommerce account. Now we are going to segregate this data. Alright, so this data is in the array format. Let us change this data with the help of a feature by Pabbly, which is called Data Transformer. As the name suggests, Data Transformer is something which changes the format of the data. The action event over here is going to be line itemizer, so it converts the line items, the JSON, to comma separated text or values. which means this collected data, which is in array format or JSON format, will be changed to comma separated data, which will be easier and more simpler format. Click on connect. Connection is not difficult. The feature is inside Pabbly only. And we will now map that response over here. So this is the response. You mapped it and simply click on save and send test request. See, now that you've seen the response, it will be very clear for you. All the IDs are there, 9, 10, 11. These are the IDs of the product. 9 is for Redmi, 10 is for Smith Journal, and 11 is for utility caddy, which means respective format of data is given over here. So the first one belongs to the first, second one second, and third one third. That is how we have received. Now you can take the data from here only. This is also a segregated and simplified data. But if you want one complete group like Redmi phone written over there and then the product, price and other details written below it, then you have Smith Journal and then similar format has to be followed, which means one complete product detail, after that other product detail and then the third product detail. So we for that purpose are going to use one more feature by Pabbly. Now this step is usually looks difficult, but it is the easiest one. Code by Pabbly. Choose the application over here. Now this is also a feature. You have choose the action event as run JavaScript over here. Click on connect. Now connection is again not difficult. This is a feature by Pabbly and you have to enter a JavaScript code over here. That JavaScript code will be provided to you in the description of this video, and even if it does not work by copying it, you can copy this complete step in your workflow while you create it, because the link to this workflow will also be provided in the description. Let me copy the code right now. So here we have the code. This code is the one you have to copy. This is a JavaScript code and these double quotes are given such that put the cursor between the double quotes and you have to map that data from your itemizer over here to this place so that it can be more clear and categorized data. All right. So first you can see quantities. So let us map the quantity from here. Either you can scroll the complete data like this and find quantity. All right. What else you can do is again put the cursor and you take help from search and map data. So once you have put the cursor right here, you are going to take the data from data transformer. So in items, it will be the name. All right. The name is here. Unit prices, which means price per product. Again, use the line itemizer over here. And what are the price? This, including taxes. This is the price per product. All right. Now again, the let price is total price. So total price is according to the quantity of the product. So let us scroll and find the total price, which is right over here, including tax. So we have given all the data right here. See, 2 quantity of Redmi phone, individual price and according to the quantity. Similarly, all the other products as well. Now this code is useful for this only. Once you have mapped all the data from the itemizer, click on save and send test request and you will see we have the response over here. You can see it's such a simple one. Item name is given, quantity is given, unit price and total price. Similarly, second item name, quantity, unit price, total price, and that's how we have the third item as well, which means now that we have the simpler format of this data, we can easily map it in our Google Sheets. So now close this module and we will proceed towards the last step of our application or workflow. Action event will be add new row because we have it over here. The columns are already created. We just have to add new rows over here. So click on connect, connect your Google Sheet to Pabbly Connect, add new connection, and since Google Sheets is a Google application, sign in with your account. Choose your account and click on allow. And the accounts are connected. Now that the accounts are connected, you have to choose your spreadsheet name. The name of your spreadsheet is Bigcommerce Orders. Choose it from here. Then since we have just one sheet, so it will be automatically selected. If you want to change it, you can change it from the menu right here. Now you have to enter the customer name. So that is the reason we have got this step, get order by ID. Here we have the customer's name. So now we are going to take help from the search and map data. Put a space and then again write over here the complete name. So you are again mapping the data so that every time a new customer data is received by that response of the application, then that will be filled over here. All right, email address. So again, search and map data. This is the email address, phone number of the person, everything I'm going to take from the search and map data only. Address now. This is my address, space again. Okay, that's how you can fill all the data. All right. Now comes order details. Order details, where do we have the details? We have the details in product also, in itemizer also. But we have this code by Pabbly which has simplified our data. So we are going to map this over here and save and send test request. You will see that this complete data will be updated over there. And here we have, see, the name of the customer, the email address, the phone number. Here we have the address of the person where the order has to be delivered. And let us drag this down and see, the complete data is over here. So every time a new order is created, this is how the customer details and the order details will be updated in your Google Sheet. So that's how this workflow works. Let us look at how our workflow looks. See, first we receive the order. We take help from the data ID to get the order details and the product details. Now the product details, remember to switch off the simple response. That's how you get this array format. Now you're going to simplify this array format with the help of data transformer, that is line itemizer. Once you itemize everything, you put the code by Pabbly. If you want, you can copy this code over here given in the description of the video. Else, the workflow link is also given, so you can copy this complete step from here. You can copy it and paste in the previous step. Alright, after that your Google Sheet comes where you can add the data straight away like this. So this was the whole video. I hope this helped. Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.